Okay, this is a walkthrough of the Gemma mapping system. Let's try it. It's connecting up. I'm going to share location here. And I'm going to make a map. So you can see that we've got a nice set of options down here. We can have map view, satellite, and grayscale, which is really nice for adding lots of data onto. So let's make a map. If I add a new layer, I'm going to choose map tube, which is a selection of pre-prepared maps for us. And let's choose politics and Labour share of the vote election 2010. Click add layer, and you can see there over London it's come up with a series of reds, and if I click the key it should come up with something. Now this is why it's in beta, because it's not doing what it should do now, but that's okay. You can look it up on MapTube, which is another service, and it will tell you that the deeper red is the heavier voting Labour areas. So what we've got is a map of heavy red, like this one, is Labour voting, and lighter red, like this, is Conservative. So let's add a new layer. Instead of MapTube this time, let's choose OpenStreetData, which is like a wiki that people add data onto. So I'm going to search. I'm going to look for Waitrose. And what I should come up with is Waitrose stores. It may come up with other things named Waitrose, so be careful. But I think this one works. And let's make blue dots, because that stands out well on the red. Shows dots, add layer. Okay, so what we can see is blue dots of Waitrose stores against red of Labour voting, and what won't surprise you is that Waitrose stores, being a little bit more expensive, tend to be in the areas like Richmond that voted Conservative at the last election. And there's some interesting anomalies, like what's this one going on? Well, what we can do is we can alter the visibility. So let's turn the red layer down, and if we choose satellite and double click to zoom in, and lo and behold, that's the Olympic Park. So it's no wonder. It's an area of relative affluence surrounded by Labour voting areas. I put the map back on. Now sometimes you have to zoom out. There you go. See that? So very nice little system, pulling in lots of public data, and you can also add your own marker systems. Follow the tab there. You could add things on, so you could mark that area and say this is an interesting outlier. So that's Gemma. It's very nice, but it's in beta, so be aware that it might suddenly break down on you. But we can get PDF, we can print it out, or you can just do print screen to capture a map from the Gemma service.